Okay, so I wanted to make a video tonight about female empowerment, and that brought me to the very first topic on my list, and it actually involved my evening. So I got home from work tonight, and I never do this, but I freaking crashed hard from I got home at 5 o'clock, 5:30, and I was exhausted. That's why I left work early, and I was so wiped. And I got home and I crashed from 6 o'clock until now, and it's like quarter to 10 my time. I literally just rolled out of bed like 5 minutes ago, and I was so tired. I was exhausted, and I am so tired and sick of looking online, and every time you look up anything online or on YouTube, all you hear about is things like, oh, if you're overexhausted, or you need more energy, or this and that, you need to meditate and journal and shit like this. Because sometimes, like, if I meditated when I got home from work tonight, I would have fallen asleep fucking sitting up, and I would have tipped over. Like, it would have been a nightmare. And if I journaled, I would have fallen asleep drooling on a book with my face in my table. So sometimes, sometimes it's just about listening to your body. And I think one of the most important parts of female empowerment is listening to your body and trusting it and trusting how you feel. And the other thing is about, so sleeping. When you're exhausted, if you're tired, if it's the weekend and you have a list of things you need to do, like a laundry list of shit you need to get done, but you're exhausted and you don't feel motivated, that's okay. Sure, I've made videos on ways to get motivated and to do stuff, but if this isn't your weekend to do that, and you need a weekend off and you just need a weekend to just chill, that's okay to just chill. It's okay to just listen to your body and do what your body's telling you to do. And there's a few examples I have of this. And one is like when you're thirsty, for instance. I am like dying of thirst. And there's a medical fact, and I can tell you this, it's a fact, and it's scientific and medical, that if you're feeling thirsty, your body's already dehydrated. We don't feel thirsty when we're starting to become dehydrated. We feel thirsty when we're already in active dehydration already, and our cells are needing water. Okay, so that's what the feeling of thirst is. So by the time you're feeling thirsty, like, it's like way time to drink already. Like, it's time to drink and water. Like, don't do shots. Like, drink some water first. Anyways, that's important. Water is super important. And the other thing is cravings with food. Now, I know everyone's like, how to beat your cravings and how to just be strong and focus on your goals and that, but sometimes a craving is legit needed. Maybe you're craving like a cheeseburger for 2 days hard, and this isn't normal for you. Maybe your body's low on protein and you need some, and maybe it's time to have that goddamn cheeseburger, girls, and it's okay. And if you don't eat meat, get on the internet and look up some other ways. Beans are a healthy way to get protein. There's a lot of different ways to get protein. And if you're not a meat eater, then find another way. Get some protein into you if you're craving meat or something like that. And it's like craving sugar. If you're not a sugar person, or even if you are, but you don't usually have crazy cravings, and all of a sudden you're having crazy cravings for like cheesecake all of a sudden, like maybe your body's going through some shit and there's some hormone changes going on, and maybe your blood sugar's low and it's time to have some cheesecake or have something sweet. I find sometimes if I'm really craving sugar hard, a banana helps. I don't know why. There's sugar in it. Bananas are very sweet. There's sugar in it, but there's other fruit and stuff that is just as sweet. And sometimes when I'm craving sugar, I'll actually like crave eating a banana. Like, I think they're just like super duper high in sugar. And I don't know a ton about diet and food. I should know more, but I don't know it as much as I should about diet and food. But there's fruit that'll help with that too, because fruit's super duper high in sugar. I do know that. So find something sweet if you're craving sugar like crazy and eat it. And I am telling you, if I checked my blood sugar every night at 2:30 in the morning, it would be probably rock bottom. And low blood sugar is dangerous. High blood sugar will hurt you over the long run. Low blood sugar will hurt you now. It's an emergency. So if you're like waking up at the same time, so I'll tell you why I said this about myself. Every night for about a month now, and I know this is like, it's beyond time for me to get to like one of the millions of doctors I work with and say, do some blood work on me, because I'm sure something's up. You need to listen to your body. If something changes or something isn't right, You need to listen to your body. So I wake up every night, no matter what I do, at 2:30 in the morning, and I wake up craving sugar, chocolate usually. And it's like an insane craving. Like, it wakes me up and I can't sleep unless I eat something. So that's usually when I go for a piece of fruit, and that takes care of it because I'm craving sugar for a reason. I'm sorry, I'm like super thirsty, so I'm like crazy dehydrated. So something like that changes, any changes in your body that are something different for you, even if they don't seem like they're bad, if they're a change, that's something to pay attention to. It's something to mention to a doctor. So like, I've got to go get some blood work done and figure out why this is happening. Something's up, something's different. The other change is if sex starts hurting. If sex starts hurting you all the time, I don't care if you go to one doctor, if you go to two doctors and they're telling you nothing's wrong. You go to a third doctor and a fourth and a fifth, because if you know in your heart and you know in your mind, whether it's to do with sex or anything else, if something feels wrong to you and something isn't right, then you are right. Something isn't right. Something's wrong. And I'm telling you from the years of patient experience and patient care experience, like 15 years of it, that if you're telling me something's wrong with you, I'm going to do and advocate for every single test there is, because you're right. Something's not right. People know themselves better than anybody else. So if you feel like something's not right or something has changed, something's very different, then it's time to get it looked at. And that was my point about sex. If sex starts hurting you all of a sudden and you need to get that looked at, like immediately, stop having sex right now because it's hurting. If something hurts, don't do it. And get to the doctor and find out what's changed and what's different. Very important. And that is female empowerment, listening to your body. Number 2, these next 2 points, I only have 3. These ones are going to be quick, but the third one is the most important one that I've never heard anybody talk about on the internet, and I don't understand why. The second one is to learn something new. And I'm telling you, this brings you so much confidence and so much motivation and like excitement in your life that you didn't have. And you might think I'm freaking insane, but if you start learning something new, like whether it be a new language, even if you suck at it, like when I started learning French, I sucked, and it was a good 7 or 8 months of sucking at it before I started picking up a little bit and picking up. And then it was like I started picking it up, because then I turned my internet into French, my Google search, and I turned my TV into French channels. So I had to pay closer attention. Sometimes I had to pause stuff and look it up. And on Google, sometimes I had to translate it to be able to type it in. Like, I had to work harder to make it comfortable, because it was uncomfortable for me to do it that way. And I'm still not 100% fluent in French, but I'm really freaking good at it compared to what I was. And it's because I took these steps. But I'm telling you, all the way along, from day one, even when I was sucking, I felt so good because there was something I was doing, and I knew I was doing it to make myself better and give myself that advantage over myself. The advantage over myself that I was the day before. Like, it's like a strange thing. It's hard to explain, but it feels good to improve yourself and to do something new. Even if it's learning just a new interest, learn about a new religion or a new culture, a new hobby. Like, try to learn about something new and invest your brain into it and some of your time into it. And you'll get a lot of confidence and self-esteem out of it, and you'll feel accomplished. You'll feel like a sense of accomplishment. Even if you're not great at it, you get a sense of accomplishment. And my third most important point is that female empowerment is not about being better than men. It's not even about being better than women, because I believe women should be empowering each other and raising each other up every day. It's about being our very best and the best version of us. And I think a really great way to do that, and I don't think people talk about it often, and I know they don't because I've searched for it on the internet and I've never seen anyone mention it. All I hear about is fucking journaling and meditation, is to get a mentor or be a mentor to somebody. And if you're looking for a mentor, I would advise looking for someone at work, someone in your workplace. Look for someone a little older that's been through it a little bit, that has been where you are, Or maybe they have like a crazy, ridiculous education. They've never been where you are, but they've been where you are emotionally and professionally on your level. And like everybody starts somewhere, right? And so they've been through it a bit. And get some advice. And the best way to do that, to approach it, and this is how I've done it, and it works for me, and it always did, is I'll find an older woman that's like got it going on, that I see is professionally successful. They're socially successful in the professional environment. They are respected. They're knowledgeable. They are everything I want to be. Okay, I find them and I just start making reasons to have conversations when I bump into them on the way to the washroom, or I'll make sure when I see them walking towards the washroom that I'm up out of my freaking chair and on my way to the washroom, or in the kitchen making a coffee or filling my water bottle or doing something, or I see them in the hall and we're passing by each other on the way to meetings, and I'll compliment them. I'll say like, wow, you look fabulous, or like, I love your shoes, they look great, and just open up the doors to conversation. And then I've said things like, I see you like, and like I spend a lot of my time in meetings, crazy meetings all the time, but I'll say to them, I see you in meetings all the time, and I can't imagine how you organize your schedule. I don't know how you get that done. Like, how do you like it blows my mind how I see you getting everything done. Do you think you'd ever have like 20 minutes in your day to show me how you organize your Outlook calendar, or how you organize your schedule and your time? Because like I need to do better at it. There you go. There's your in. And I guarantee you no woman is going to turn down that compliment and a younger woman asking for some help and advice, because women who are a little older have been through it a bit, and they know it's not about being better than other women. They know it's about raising and helping, lifting each other up, and they're going to help you and lift you up. So look, these are opportunities to find someone that you respect and that is respected, and that you can see yourself benefiting from, learning from, that have some qualities that you like, and little tips and tricks to help you get in the door with them and get yourself a mentor, someone to teach you a few little things along the way, someone that you can go to when you're struggling with an idea and say, hey, I've got this thing going on. Can we have a closed door chat for 5 minutes? Can I run something by you? Can I bounce an idea off you? Even if you have to come up with an idea, to bounce an idea off them. Do it. Do these things. Go out of your way. Do these things and get yourself a mentor. And if you have the opportunity to be a mentor to another younger woman, take that opportunity and give her all the most positive things you've learned, all the most beneficial life lessons you've learned, professional lessons you've learned, just all the things you've learned along the way. Share that with her and pass it on. Like, take it, appreciate that someone gave it to you, or that you learned it, even if you learned it by yourself, even if it's through life experience, through hard times, through good times. Pass it on and make someone else's life a little better with what you've got and with your knowledge, and help another woman up. That's all. Just like help another woman up. That's what it comes down to, and someone will help you up too. And that's what we should all be doing. And that, ladies, is female empowerment. So listen to your bodies. If it's telling you something, it's right, and do it, even if it's not popular and it's not everything you're going to find when you search on the internet. Listen to your body. Learn something new. Pick anything that you're interested in and start investing some time and effort and learn about it, and you will feel a sense of accomplishment like nothing else. You'll feel like you've got something going on, like something on the edge. And the third thing is to find yourself a mentor, because a mentor can change everything. Not only will it help you if you do it in a professional environment, it will help you professionally because you'll be seen by an older, more successful population in your work environment as someone who's looking to learn and to grow professionally and personally and looking to self-develop. They'll know that you're trying to self-develop and become better, but you'll also be seen as someone who is motivated, someone who's not afraid to stand out, someone who's not afraid to ask for help, which is a huge plus in the workplace. Someone who knows what they don't know. That's huge. Knowing what you don't know is a huge skill. And everybody needs a little more of this in them, because we would all be better off the more we recognize that we don't know something. So that's all, guys. That's all I got for you tonight. But these are three really important ones, and I think they're really important to all of us women. And I think we should spend a little more time thinking about them and investing in ourselves in this way. And I think we'd all, really benefit from it. So that's it. And I hope you guys have a fabulous night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.